Once winter came, my hometown Kunming, also known as Spring City, is still always warm and sunny, while Vancouver, on the other hand, has fully become Raincouver. Setting clocks back to standard time, together with the dark clouds always filling the sky, has not only brought nights forward, but also stretched them even longer. So let's add some warmth to winter by ourselves. A bowl of hot Crossing-the-bridge Rice Noodles from my hometown, which I had mentioned earlier, couldn't sound better. This is probably one of the most well-known culinary delights in Yunnan, not only because of the love and deepness of history it's carried, but of how differently it has been served, so that curiosity has been widely aroused. Legend has it, more than 300 years ago, in order to bring hot meals to her husband, who was a scholar dedicated fully to the study for the imperial examination at a pavilion on the island, the wife came up with this brilliant idea of making the dish not only nutritionally balanced and delicious, but also warm enough in cold winter. The trick to a successful bowl of Crossing-the-bridge Rice Noodles starts with a burning hot chicken broth covered by chicken fat that would perfectly allow the soup to stay warm for a long time, even in freezing temperatures. Equally important is to add rice noodles and other ingredients in the soup only at the time of eating. This could keep ingredients freshness and avoid them being soaked for too long, which would otherwise impact both the texture and nutrient. The genius way of cooking, combined with the act of carrying rice noodles over the bridge to her husband, was how Crossing-the-bridge Rice Noodles got its name, and has been a specialty and also a symbolic representative of local culture ever since. And with that, let's replicate this special kind of rice noodles at our dinner table, even though we're thousands of miles away from its place of origin. Alright, firstly, to make the broth, we need chicken and pork bone. Mixing the two would enrich the broth's overall flavor. When boiling, repeatedly skimming off the foamy layer which comes from the aggregated scum is to get a cleaner broth. Simmering it for at least 2 hours would deepen a kind of meaty and savory taste, and leaving some chicken fat is to trap more heat in the broth. As Crossing-the-bridge Rice Noodles always come with a variety of side dishes, we need a lot of ingredients. Quail eggs, slices of ham and pork tenderloin, some fish fillets, crispy pork, and chicken slices are usually selected as proteins, while fungi, slices of bamboo shoots, and chopped green onions and chives are the common vegetables. When it comes to rice noodles, as here in Vancouver, we couldn't find the exact same type of fresh noodles we have in Yunnan. We have to use dried rice noodles and get them rehydrated for consumption, a process that was introduced in our previous video talking about liang mi xian, another way of eating rice noodles. Now we have it all set. Put all ingredients from raw to cooked, and from proteins to veggies into the boiling soup, so that the raw ingredients could be thoroughly cooked when the soup is at its hottest temperature. And meanwhile, the veggies won't get soaked in the soup for too long and become stale. Lastly, put the rice noodles in the soup. Give everything a gentle stir, and Crossing-the-bridge Rice Noodles are ready to be consumed. Just one slurp would instantly warm you up. What a perfect treat for winter joy!